Welcome into another episode of Wrestling Jeopardy. My name is Kevin J. Callis, and I only have one question for you.
Who has enough ruthless aggression to reach for the stars as you never have before?
That's right, we're traveling back in time to the years 2002 through 2008, the ruthless aggression era of WWE. So let's go to the board now and find out the categories you'll be quizzed on, starting with Ruthless Aggression Era Iconic Moments, followed by Evolution is a Mystery, then Ruthless Aggression Era Forgotten Wrestlers, The Invasion, and last but certainly not least, Ruthless Aggression Era by the Numbers. And if you're new to our little game, well, welcome in. I appreciate you stopping by. Here are the rules that will help you along the way. And if you want to cheat and be the dirtiest player in the game, well then, you're gonna have to live with the consequences, and that'll be on your conscience, not mine.
That's right, I said it!
So let's jump right in and kick things off with Ruthless Aggression Era Iconic Moments. John Cena made his WWE television debut in 2002 when he answered this wrestler's open challenge. He's your Olympic champion as well as mine. The correct answer, who is Kurt Angle?
Who in the hell are you?
I'm John Cena.
Moving on to Evolution is a Mystery for 2. Evolution has often been referred to as a modern iteration of Ric Flair's famous former NWA WCW stable. As my good buddy Pumpkin always says, diamonds are forever, and so are the Four Horsemen. On to Forgotten Wrestlers for 200. Name this Ruthless Aggression Era star. A one-time WWE Tag Team Champion alongside Animal of the Road Warriors who never wanted to be caught in a closet with this dude. The answer, who is Heidenreich?
I'm gonna share something with you that I've been wanting to since the moment I laid eyes on you.
Which brings us to the Invasion for 200. At the inaugural Invasion pay-per-view, the main event pitted Team Alliance versus Team WWF, who consisted of Chris Jericho, Kane, Kurt Angle, The Undertaker, and this wrestler. Now, he would later go on to turn his back on the WWF and join the Alliance, and then turn his back on the Alliance and go back to the WWF. I'm talking about the one and only Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And you, Chris Jericho, Kane, Undertaker,
And the risks are just too damn great. I'm in!
And closing out the 200-point round with Ruthless Aggression Era by the Numbers, The Undertaker returned as the Dead Man at this WrestleMania. And the correct answer we're looking for, what is WrestleMania 20? Alright, hopefully you went 5 for 5 and got yourself a sweet 1,000 points. Now things get a little bit more difficult as we head into the 400-point round, starting off with Ruthless Aggression Era Iconic Moments. On the June 23rd, 2003 episode of Raw, Kane removed his mask and turned on this wrestler by chokeslamming him. And the answer, RVD, Rob Van Dam.
Oh my God!
Moving on to Evolution is a Mystery for 4. What former WCW champion was the first wrestler Evolution attacked together as a group? Unfortunately, none of his freaks came to help him out as he was getting pummeled by Evolution. The correct answer we're looking for, who is Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner? Alright, we're on to Forgotten Wrestlers for 400. Name this Ruthless Aggression Era superstar. And the answer is Zach Gowen. Next up, the Invasion for 400. The Invasion storyline concluded with a winner-takes-all match between the Alliance and the WWF at this signature pay-per-view. What used to be a Thanksgiving tradition like none other, the answer is the Survivor Series. And we're closing out the 400-point round with By the Numbers. When Edge cashed in his Money in the Bank contract to win his first WWE Championship, how many spears did it take to defeat John Cena? All right, 10 down, 15 to go. If you're having a good time and you like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click on the ringy-dingy notification ding-dong bell so that you always get all notifications whenever we come out with a brand new episode, which is always every weekend, specifically on Saturdays. 2 iconic moments for 600. At ECW One Night Stand 2005, Paul Heyman said the only reason JBL was WWE Champion for a year was because Triple H didn't want to work on what day of the week? I always thought that this day of the week was boring and pointless, so
Since you want to shoot, cowboy!
So I agree with Triple H. I mean, why would he really want to work on Tuesdays? Back to Evolution is a Mystery for 600. This former WCW prodigy was originally chosen as the 4th member of Evolution before he was replaced by Batista. Apparently, when you pair up Randy Orton and Mark Jindrak, they don't make a good combination, so the powers that be decided, we got to get rid of this Jindrak guy and let's bring in Batista. So there's your answer. And we're on to Forgotten Wrestlers for 6. Name this Ruthless Aggression Era Superstar. And the correct answer, the man, the myth, the legend, who is Manu. Back to the Invasion for 600. The Invasion got taken to the extreme when ECW entered the storyline under the leadership of this new owner. One of the biggest complaints about the Invasion angle was how the McMahon family basically totally inserted themselves into this storyline. The correct answer we're looking for, who is Stephanie McMahon?
Vince's son owns WCW. Vince's daughter owns ECW.
And closing out the 600-point round with By the Numbers, at the 2004 Royal Rumble, Goldberg entered at number 30 and eliminated this many WWE superstars. I'm hoping you kind of did a process of elimination here, thinking, well, he came in at number 30, so there couldn't have been that many superstars left in the ring for him to eliminate. The answer we're looking for, what is 3? We're getting very close to Final Jeopardy now. The 800-point round begins with Ruthless Aggression, iconic moments. What does Hulk Hogan ask The Rock for during their first ever on-camera meeting at 2002's No Way Out pay-per-view? And the answer, he asked for a picture with The Rock for his son.
What?
Moving on to Evolution is a Mystery for 800. What is the name of Evolution's entrance theme song, which was sung by Motorhead? And the answer is Line in the Sand. Here we go, on to Forgotten Wrestlers for 800. Name this Ruthless Aggression Superstar. And the answer we're looking for, who is Nydia? Brings us back to the Invasion for 800. The Invasion storyline lacked a majority of WCW's top stars because most were willing to sit home and get paid their guaranteed contracts by this parent company of WCW. And the answer, what is AOL Time Warner?
You've got mail, mother.
All right, let's close out the 800-point round by the numbers. What was the score when Brock Lesnar defeated Kurt Angle in a 60-minute Iron Man match on SmackDown in 2003? And Brock Lesnar won that match 5-4.
Brock Lesnar is the new champion!
All right, we've made it to the most difficult part of the round. I'm talking about the 1,000-point round. The steel cage begins to lower. The ominous music starts to play. These are the 5 most difficult questions, so you better get your thinking caps on. Thinking about the Ruthless Aggression era, let's go to an iconic moment for 1,000 When Eric Bischoff made his WWE debut, what former WCW wrestler's promo did Eazy-E interrupt backstage? And the correct answer, who was Booker T?
Oh my God!
And the final question, Evolution is a mystery for 1000. In October 2018, Evolution reunited on what historic episode of SmackDown? And for 1,000 points, the answer is the 1000th episode of SmackDown. See what I did there? 1,000, you like that? All right, Forgotten Wrestlers for 1,000. Holy smokes! Is that a daily double? The first ever daily double of Wrestling Jeopardy coming at you. Now, of course, this is going to be a visual clue, so think about how much you have right now and how much you want to wager on this daily double. All right, now you'll have 5 seconds to name this Ruthless Aggression era superstar. Definitely a tough one. He did Carlito's bidding at one point in time, stabbing John Cena. The correct answer, who is Jesus or Jesus? I would have accepted either answer. All right, closing out the invasion for 1,000. Lance Storm was the first WCW wrestler to appear on WWF programming, but who was the second WCW wrestler to invade WWF TV? There was nothing funny about this. The correct answer, who is Hugh Morris?
It's Hugh Morris! WCW's Hugh Morris! Oh my God!
And let's finish off the board by the numbers for 1,000. How many feet tall is the Elimination Chamber structure? I know. Some of you are going to comment below and say that this question is BS, but I like it. So the correct answer, what is 16?
36-foot diameter, exactly 2 miles of chain. It's 16 feet, the roof to the floor.
Holy sh**.
All right, Final Jeopardy is upon us. Now, are you going to bet it all? Well, like I always say, go big or go home. Let's take a look at this week's Final Jeopardy clue. The Raw Roulette. Raw Roulette was an idea that was hatched in 2002 and over the years has given us some awesome matches, but also given us cross-dressing superstars. Now, I can't always say that Raw Roulette was a winning show, but it certainly was never boring. All right, so now's the time to make your wagers. All right, time is up. Let's spin the wheel and make a deal. Let's take a look at the final question, which is, Raw Roulette was responsible for the first ever women's steel cage match, which was won by this wrestler thanks to interference by Matt Hardy. Good luck. Boom, boom. Raw Roulette was responsible for the first ever women's steel cage match, which was won by this wrestler thanks to interference by Matt Hardy. Now you might be thinking one thing, but it's actually the other. The contest was between Lita and Victoria, with Victoria coming out on top after some interference by Lita's vengeful ex-boyfriend, Matt Hardy. And that does it for another episode of Wrestling Jeopardy. If you like what you saw, please give this video a massive thumbs up and consider subscribing and turning on all notifications so you can always find out when we come out with a new episode. My name is Kevin J. Callis, and I'll see you next time.